Hey, Willie and Henry, how you guys doing? Sorry, I'm not sure why the chatbot's not picked you guys up yet. Weird. You guys are having a good morning. Brutal. What's up, Save? Okay, that's all the gardening I've got in me for today. Yes, I look not that healthy. Well, thanks then. I am feeling a lot better. A lot better. I was doing real bad there, Henry. I haven't been able to do much of anything. Today's the first day I have a voice, so that's a whole thing. Not seen me before? This is as good as it gets, buddy. This is as good as it gets. Excuse me. Yeah, this shit that goes into my chest, man, it tears me up. I am pretty robust. I don't get sick. But when I do, I kind of go for broke, evidently. I cough so much, my voice has been gone. I sound like a robot for the past couple days. Yeah, that's why. 'Cause I sounded like this. It was awful, man. Every single person I talked to, like, holy shit, you sound terrible. Like, well, I guess I'm not going on camera today. But, I called off work about noon yesterday and, went home, laid down on the floor, grabbed my laptop, and woke up at 11 at night. And I was like, holy crap, I slept all day. My sleep schedule is going to be fucked up. So I, took some NyQuil, went to bed, think I wouldn't be able to fall asleep, fell asleep instantly, woke up at 9 in the morning. Went, I guess I'm not going to work today, so I called off work, closed my eyes for a few more minutes, woke up, and it's 1 o'clock. And I'm like, holy shit. I think I just slept for 28 hours. So, but I feel 1,000% better. All I need to do is put myself into like a NyQuil-induced coma for a whole ass day, and that seems to have done the trick. I need a dog. Everybody needs a dog. There are two kinds of people in this world. People that have dogs and people that need dogs. Yeah, I needed a nap. Like a serious coma crazy nap. Hopefully this means I turn the corner. I'm going to try hard not to cough in your guys' ear this stream. I've been sick, with the exception of getting COVID, I've been sick one time since 2018, and that's right now. So yeah. I don't get little colds or sniffles, I go full on crazy. What's this? I think that's fine. I don't think she really needs immunity, but it's nice to have, but I think this is fine. Thank you for your trials video. Got done with the mission. Oh, I'm glad it worked out for you, Comet. I'm sorry we had to do such a BS cheese method, but I'm glad it got you your points. Yeah, I've got so much catch-up work to do today, guys. I got to make new expedition videos. I got a new haul trial video to come out with. So much to do. So little time. Let's kill this guy. What have we got here? Okay, that's an easy team. And this one... Yeah, sure, why not? That looks freaking brilliant, ATK. Hope next trial isn't gated by units. I wouldn't hold my breath, Comet. That seems to be kind of the thing they're wanting to do, is to use Holo Trials to sell new units. RTA Ilanov Emaluna might... Oh, I've had very high pre-ban rates. Yeah, surprising, huh? Never would have seen that coming. What's up, Werner? Good to see you, buddy. What mic is this? It's a HyperX Quadcast. Blammo. Trying to get my sounds correct. Give me a second, guys. There we go. Okay, what are we doing here? Guess we'll do this. Believe you me, Kana, we've already set up a meeting with Smilegate to discuss all this stuff. It's pretty tone deaf. She's gonna cut, so we may as well put the defense break into this unit and kill her right out of the gate. I need Rift to come back. It's supposed to come back at the end of the month. It's only 4-week downtime. And that should be one dead. This will you feed. Oh, wow. She just took it on the chin and kept on coming. Fuck it, everybody wake up. What do I recommend we do with our energy if we don't want to do regular hunts? Do hunts anyway? Do a unrecorded history or... Holy shit! Almost friggin' died there. Unrecorded history or eulogy for a saint. Get gold. Nah, Pokeduke, we just started. Oh no, Moon Bunny dead. Yeah, that's a really good Euphine. Combined with a really bad ML Ken, so... Who needs gold? Oh, it's just a regular Ken build. I think ER is kind of cope on him. He doesn't have no ER. He's got some ER. He very rarely gets picked, so he's like on like D tier gear. Oh my god, until this Lilius randomly crits, this could take a few. Yeah, Eulogy for a Saint's great for charms. Definitely want to farm that. Hey, a crit! It's over. That was not clean. Hey, any landing you can walk away from, right? Yeah, we aren't doing that again. Oh, come on. Christy and Ken and Auden. Auden's an interesting take. Just seal, blow this up, but then we gotta deal with this. Could probably kill it, but then she'll scream. She could potentially one-shot my Ludwig. Although he will have... And it just happens to be one of those really fasty Liliuses. Yeah, we'll just stick with good old Ken. Christy, but who else? Who will make this less miserable? Could go with Sinji. She'll draw some of the fire off. I don't want her to draw the fire off though. I want Ken to be able to kill things. Yeah, that's a good idea, Andre. We'll go ahead and do that. Well, I think about a third for the top team. So let's see. Let's do Alencia. The cheater unit who shouldn't be in the game. And somebody with extinction. Easy. Top team though. Let's maybe make this a little bit easier. Oh, good point. Maybe I should actually take a real Christie, not the level 5 Christie, huh? That would have been awkward. Good catch, chat. It's on Shaltir, her S3. Oh. I swear I thought she had extinction on her. Okay. ML Selene on Team 1? That's what we're going with? I'm down. I haven't used ML Selene in forever. ML Hua has extinction, but I don't think ML Hua's killing this back row unit. She's not getting through the evasion. Could definitely kill this, but then I gotta deal with this. Bottom team usually goes Zio, Summerflan, Hua. That sounds like a good idea. Maybe I should do that. Nah, even when it's Lethy, it's never Lethy. That poor Euphine just got the shit kicked out of her. Where do you farm charms there? You go into Eulogy for a Saint. It's in the Book of Memories. And, you want to, farm any of the stages that's got the cross swords on it, because those stages have, 5 different fights in them, and because there's 5 different fights, you'll get more charms per run. And the best would be on stage 3. I do Gray's Field, which is on, stage 7 on part 3, but all of them pay the same on part 3, so just pick one and run with it. Excuse me. Indomitable is amazing. Tanked Vigor, attack buff Ken. Yeah. Show me Dust Devil. Get me out of this fight. Yeah, if you don't have Book of Memories open, you don't have the 900 Skystones to spend on it, you can still do regular unrecorded history. But Eulogy for Saints, about double the charms and about 30% more gold. So it's definitely worth spending the 900 on if you've got it laying around. But if you don't, just farm unrecorded history. Okay, let's see. We got souls to burn, so I'm really not worried about this. So let's just smack this. Pow, push up. And you can kill this. Didn't kill. Embarrassing. Oh, that's dead. That is a really, really well made... Oh, this is my life steal. No wonder it didn't kill. I should have used my damage flan. I brought my life steal flan for, like, no reason whatsoever. If I brought my real flan, that would be a very, very dead Harsetti. But this is okay. I brought it just in case things went bad and I needed to do flan on flan. And I wanted to have a lifesteal flan on my side. Right there. That's what happens to, that's what happens when you try to use Hua Young. She just dies. Jesus. This flan's a real one, guys. How much HP does my Hua have? Like 12k. I tried running with 18k. It just means that she still dies and doesn't kill anything. I know burning doesn't do anything here, guys, but, you know, what else am I going to use these souls for? Hey, thank you, Gorisu. I'm glad I feel better, too. I'm also glad I brought my lifesteal flan to this fight. You don't have to go first as long as you go last. Exactly, Comet. Exactly. I feel like 14 to 15k is the sweet spot for bulk and damage. I feel like 14 to 15k is the sweet spot if you've got the most endgame gear possible, because if you can build enough damage on that unit that she usually kills and still has 14 to 15k health, then you've got legend tier gear. Otherwise, you're all you're doing is giving unrealistic expectations to your average player. For example, Cookie here, who is not your average player, 22k on your wall. Holy shit. I assume you're running a counter version. Yeah, I figured as much. Okay, so... Excuse me. Do we want to do down here? We do this and we can take this out. This Ravi is a problem though. This one we'd want to use the damage flan. I don't know why I want to use Elegos here, but I really kind of want to use Elegos here. Let me see your current one there, Cookie. Hang on. Yeah, she does like no damage on burst, but for counter, that's actually pretty good for chip damage, and she'll stick around. Yeah, it's pretty good, man. I'm just not a fan of her on counter, though. I hear people are starting to make waves with it. I'm thinking about switching mine back to the bulkier build. Try her out again. Damn, bulky freaking son of a bitch. Okay, so here's the thing. I've got to pump one into BBK in case her evasion artifact procs, because if I miss, she's just going to wipe the whole goddamn team. Much as I would rather put this into... Okay, we would have been fine. But you know this right here, this would have evaded and been a mess. What's my thoughts on the New Year's packs? I have a video up on that exact thing, and my advice is, for the most part, you avoid them. There's one or two of them that are pretty good. Let's see here. Wrong link. Oh, okay. Oh, this image. Yeah, so we've got ML Teu or alternate element Teu for sure. We got Auden down here. Operator Sigrid. Command model Leica. Who the fuck's this? Was that FCC? Yeah, it's FCC. And this, I couldn't tell just from the Rorschach test that is this block, but people are telling me this is Wretched Rose. So, yeah, people are saying it's Wretched Rose. I'm not seeing it, but there you go. Yeah, I can see FCC now with the corruption on the head. Okay, what were we doing here? We're going to go pop, pop, pow, and then this kills this. Throw a suitcase, blow that up. This will just kill this. GG. It's Rose for sure. Ah, I see it now. Yeah. The brick sliding out of the wall. The brick sliding out of the wall. You're right. It's definitely Rose. Rose is a 4-star? Yes. She was data mined as a 4-star at very least. I doubt they would ever do another, what do you call it? Another 4-star that you could, oops. That's still killed. I doubt they would ever do another 4-star where you could, imprint a 5-star with it like they did with, Corvus. ML Teu is going to be the first Husbando ML5 we've had in over a year. Where's that poster from? It was from a YouTube short that Epic 7 put up. So it's not leaked, it's just a little short that they put up. I hope Teu's good, so I have something to do with all these useless freaking Teu's that regular Teu's I got laying around. I missed a day on this, so I'm a little behind. What are you guys making for your gear? I'll never not make this helmet. Can never have enough of this helmet. Yeah, speed DPS helmet's the way, guys. And here's my daily ML5. By ML5, I mean Sword of the Morning. Ooh. What do we want with this? 30% shot at a 5-star. Genua imprints. We'll take it. Oh! That's not a Genua. You know what? I'll take it. My Araminthas aren't maxed out, so we'll take it. Never complain about a smoking hot redhead. Alright. What's up, Acades? As long as it's not Shu. Okay? We've got a rat infestation going on over here. We do not need more shoes. Hey, it's not Shu. Funny story about Angelica, right? My guild talks me into re-rolling for Destina as my starter unit back in 2018. I actually gave up on having DN to get Destina, and I said, but don't I need Angelica? Everything says I need Angelica to do Wyvern and all this other stuff, right? And they said, don't worry, she's a 4-star, you'll get her. I got her in July. 7 months after I started playing the game, I finally got my first Angelica, and 1 week later, they came out with SC Montmorency, who was just basically better in every way than Angelica, and everybody stopped using Angelica. So I got to have Angelica for one whole ass week. So every time she pops out, I'm reminded about how she dodged me for over half of a year. Hey, I'm getting a triple S SBA, guys. Let's go. Let's see. Give me a second to check on my garden. Didn't even use her for any of the floors. Nope. I'm completely time gated in the garden since 2 days or so. Yeah, they do that. You can only go so far in the garden, and then you have to wait until, well, tomorrow, I guess, when the second half of the garden comes out. Yeah, about that web event, Cookie, I kind of totally didn't do it. I hate the web event, and I just didn't even finish it. So I'm missing out on all of that stuff. Hey, Rostafarius. Yep. Tonight around 10 o'clock Eastern. Be nice if Smogate would come out with ways to reward us without flashbanging us, right? Like even going to the sanctuary means you get flashbanged. Yeah, the web event, they brought it back. So you click on events and you go down here to the exchange event, and it's the shitty old slow laggy click wait web event like we used to have. That it went away and they came out with a better web event, and people cried and bitched and moaned as if it was compelling, good, fun content. This is great. I'm so glad we get to do this every day. This is the content I've been waiting for. I'm so glad people cried enough that they brought this back. This is wonderful. I'm having so much fun. There. This is how little I've engaged with this web event, guys. I didn't even get the last mole agora. That's how much I hated this web event. Remember when they had a redeem all button? Yeah, and they swear that that was a glitch. And they weren't sure how the glitch happened and they couldn't replicate it or some bullshit like that, I guess. I'm like, make the glitch a feature. If that was a glitch, make it a feature. Ugh. I can't do arena, guys. I'm too... Well, I guess I can do a little arena. Gunther has made arena kind of fun. So let's find a team and just Gunther it. Can't Gunther our BBKs. What is this weird shit I'm staring at? What the deuce? Everything needs to be tedious, right? Yeah, I don't know if people are just throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks, or if people are trying to actually cook, but I've seen some weird stuff popping up in Arena. Oh, I haven't played Arena in weeks, Rastafarius. Ever since they bricked the system, there's been no motivation for me to play Arena, which is sad. I used to really enjoy Arena. We'll stun this. Or just kill it. And we'll kill everything. Child and Villager Lady's not so bad once you got Gunther on your side. Like this, right? This is what you're talking about? Gunther makes this fun. So we burn. The soul burn's going to push up Frida, and we'll take a good chunk of damage off of Mort, who will probably counter because on the right side of the screen, Mort has a 100% counter chance. There it is. Hidden mechanic, by the way. And then we'll push up and attack buff everybody. And we got a burn we can use. Let's stuff one into here. And we'll stuff another one into Harsetti. Chop. And now everyone's dead. Oh, God, felt so good. So yeah, there you go. Yes, she's on symbol for the damage boost, so sometimes she's got 20% chance to hit. I knew back in 2018 when I pulled Mort, I knew someday I would make this guy good, and here we are. Another weird-ass team. Guys, when's the next balance patch release? Well, the balance patch came out on the 20th, and they're on an 8-week cycle, so that would put the next balance patch on right around the 14th of February, so the announcement should be right around the 30th. So expect the announcement that lets us know what the next balance patch is right at the end of the month, and then for the balance patch to go into effect second week of February. That should be the rotation. It's always possible they might announce it early. They announced it early a couple of times, or at least one time, but the release date's been pretty consistent every 8 weeks. Who gets stunned here? Wait, let me check the CR bar. You're at 99, so I'm fine to stun anybody. Let's make sure You are not in play anymore. And then just kill everything. Does DJB need help dealing with Politis aside from her still stopping focus? Does Desert Jewel Basar help in dealing with Politis aside from her still stopping focus? Yeah, he could. There's other answers you could use, like Moon Bunny or Horizon Acades, but you could use Desert Jewel Basar. I thought maybe today they say something new with Rift. Nope. Nope, that is way too early, guys. I know it feels like it's been a long time since we've had a balance patch, and that's just because the last balance patch was basically Archdemon Shadow and kind of nothing else. And Archdemon was mostly because of her EE. But, yeah. Archdemon, Singelica, Closer Charles, all those got patched recently. What the hell am I looking at? It's a triple Armin Dominial team. I'm fighting the cat lady, guys. It's Dominial, the crazy cat lady. I should have like dropped my my arena rank lower a long time ago. This is a lot more fun. Drop my drink. These teams are everywhere now, just like I don't give a fuck cute fun teams. Nice. I'm about it, man. Oh, Proof of Valor on Green Armin. Brutal. Surely this isn't like a 290 speed Bellion, right? I believe in a world where this is not a 290 speed Bellion. Oh, shit. Okay, maybe these guys need gear. Okay. Yeah, I mean, what kind of monster would run a speed set belly? Oh, this is the wrong speed set. Is she not on speed boots? Oh, what happened to my Bellion? She used to be like 285. I need to fix my gear. Hey, thanks, Miko. I'm feeling a whole lot better. It is not a 290 speed Bellion. Whoop. Oh, I should have put her on sachets. Oh well. Oh shit! I'm my own worst enemy, guys. Ugh. Hate it here. I was feeling better, Miko. God, everybody's provoked. Get me out. I recently feel like Malona is not any good anymore in Guild Wars. There's a reason you feel like that. The reason you feel like that is because it's true. She's not good anymore. The meta has moved past her. Too many things counter her. I didn't even change out for sachets. If I had had sachet Thanes on Lilka, this would be over. Bellion to be dead, and none of this shit would be happening. Poor Alox. Ah, poor Sermia. Oh well, that's what I get for fucking around. We're going to have maintenance today? No, we had maintenance last week, so no maintenance today. Poof. Well, I've stalled enough. I think it's time we address the elephant in the room. Let's talk about the infographics, right? So, Arena Grit wait, that's not it. Pursuit Season infographics. Oh wait, somebody said that we didn't have any content coming out, but there's a big thing here that says content. It was just released today. You guys lied to me. You said there was no content. There's all kinds of content right here. Let's see. So the new arena season is RTA season starting. We got Sylvan Sage Vivian as the headliner unit. That means she's the one getting the RTA skin this season. So those of you who are excited about a Sylvan Sage Vivian skin, this is your season. Basics. Yep, Sylvian skin. The frames are actually kind of cool looking. At least the legend frame is. The Emperor frame's nice. The other frames are kind of mid. New Kid Auden, a new 4-star hero is being released. Is she a dark? Yeah, she's a dark hero. So yeah, she's on the next rotation, right? And part 2 of the gardening event with even more flowers. And Blooming Litica banner. For those of you who've been asking, is it worth getting Litica or Biblis? It is not. They are absolutely not worth your bookmarks. You should skip both of them. Now, normally we say don't skip limited units, but it's their second time around. That means if you really want them, you can add them to a custom banner later. Biblis has got some nice niche use as a auto unit for Nightmare Queen. So if you want to be able to once a month auto Nightmare Queen, go ahead and pick up your Biblis. Otherwise, just manual it like a normal human being and save your bookmarks for a good unit. And Blooming Litica, although Ludica is one of the best units to look at, that's about her only use. Very, very hard unit to use, even after her buffs. And Powder of Knowledge rotation. So we get Rod, Bloody Rose, Sphere, and Double Edged. None of these are worth getting. There's nothing in this shop that's worth getting. Maybe some Arius if you're relatively new. Yeah, nothing here good. Oh. Well, they also added special dialogue for Lua and Hua Young. That's kind of content. Okay, so yeah, there was no content. This coming Wednesday, they need to knock it out of the park. It's kind of a make or break moment for them. They really need to knock it out of the park. But yeah, let's address the elephant in the room. Let's talk about the Pursuit Season infographic. We would like to provide information on the season's infographic for the World Arena Pursuit Season completion, which ended December 14th. Now remember, it ended a week early. So when comparing this to prior seasons, remember that we had 1 week less of this season than other seasons. Pre-ban. The pre-ban rates for heroes refers to the percentage of matches in which the hero is pre-banned amongst matches. For example, if a hero's pre-ban rate is 50%, it means that the hero was pre-banned for half of the matches counted. Okay, for those of you who did not understand what 50% meant, there you go. First pick, the term first pick refers to the... I'm not even going to read this, guys. If you can't figure out what first pick means, then I don't know what to say. Okay. Top 20 pre-bans, all stages. Harsetti with a bullet at nearly 70% pre-ban rate. That's the biggest red flag I've ever seen that says a unit is a problem, is that 70% of the time the unit is pre-banned. That's insane. 66% pre-bann's bad enough. We all knew Luna was broken, but holy crap, Harsetti's pre-banned more than Luna. That's crazy, guys. 70% pre-ban rate is off the charts. So that shows that Harsetti is indeed a significant problem for RTA. Top 10 pre-bans early stage. So early stage is like closer to the early portion of the season. Hey, who just raided me? Elf Mage, holy crap, buddy. Thank you for the raid, buddy. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I'm not sure why the alert didn't show, but thank you so much for the raid. We just started talking about this infographic. So far, all we got is that a 60% pre-ban or 70% pre-ban on Harsetti really draws a big red arrow to Harsetti as being a significant problem to the playability of RTA, because if 70% of the community is pre-banning this unit, they're not pre-banning other units, and that's impacting diversity. So early stage, and the reason for this is Harsetti came out kind of in the middle of this, and that's why early on Luna was a lot more prominent. Harsetti was just getting a toehold. By mid-stage, she had started to show her worth, and by late stage, she had taken over RTA in general. So comparing the league, comparing Oath, Contention, and Pursuit season. So Pursuit is the current, or was the most recent season, and these are the last two seasons. But yeah, we went from see, this is kind of what health would look like, right? Pre-bans are kind of all over the place, right? They're a little bit more dependent on your play style. This shows, you know, two units are kind of running the show over here. New Moon Luna's showing she's a little bit strong, but this shows a significant drop in diversity of units when everybody is pre-banning the same units. Why bother having pre-bans? Why not just say everybody is going to be permanently banned? No, these units will be permanently banned. I'm not a huge fan of this. And this is Champion League and above. Emperor League and above, it's even worse for Harsetti taking the L 71% of the time and 71.6 in Legend and above. I mean, even the Legend people say, I don't want to deal with this unit. As for first pick, Afternoon Soak Flan, 28%. First pick. Let me open your eyes to how crazy this is. This is the entire season, from the 28th of September till now. Flan didn't even come out until the last few weeks of RTA. There are several weeks where she was at a 0 pick rate because she didn't exist yet, and she is still almost double the second most picked unit, with only a handful of weeks in season to be picked at all. That's crazy. So that kind of shows that it's like you either pulled Flan from the limited banner, or you didn't really get to play RTA in any meaningful way. You didn't really have any way to deal with this unit. Yeah, see, early stages, her picks were very respectable because she had just come out for a couple of days. What is she late stage, though? Holy crap, 34 and 28, 5%? Crazy. I'm actually surprised that this late stage wasn't higher. But I guess Imperial and Ilanov did come out and kind of steal a lot of thunder. So yeah, these 4 units were your first picks, pretty much. It falls off of the chart below Sea Phantom Poly being first picked. Okay, so at a 28% win rate, she's still at a 51%. Anything over a 50% win rate is pretty freaking impressive. Anything over a 52, 53% win rate is kind of broken. So a 55% win rate on Imperial Ilanov is very, very broken. Game-breakingly broken. 53% on New Moon Luna. Game-breakingly broken. 52% on Dragonbright Senya is very, very high end of solid, and the 51% are still insane. Bloodblade Corinne at 52.3. I'm surprised that's actually not higher. You go back and look at the Oath season, our last semi-balanced season, you'll see you're not going to see anybody in the 53 range, with the exception of Sea Phantom Polly, because we didn't really have counters for her back then, but everything... Oh, wow, Abyssal Euphine was actually up there, 54%. I don't like seeing this many units in the 52 to 55% range. It means people are just going to play these units and no one else. Blood Moon Haste is impressively holding on at a 53% win rate. Didn't drop at all from last season. And of course the same stats for Emperor and Legend. That there's a unit with a 53% win rate in Legend, or 55% win rate in Legend, is crazy to me. Wow. Top 20 picks all stages. Afternoon Soak Flan, BBK, Dragonbite Senya, Tywin, Death Dealer Ray, Sea Phantom Polly, Empyrean Ilanov. I don't think I saw a match the entire season that didn't include at least 2 of these 7 units. Early, mid, late. So this is what we're most familiar with. This is when everyone's doing push, and this is what it looked like. Empyrean Ilanov, Last Rider Crow had a bit of a resurgence because he synergized great with Afternoon Soak Flan and Lua. Okay. Season comparison, champs and above. Match data. Okay. So these are the average number of fights. Wait, what is this? Average win rate. Okay, it's the average win rate in the season. So, I mean, not surprisingly, the number of wins it took you to be, or the number of wins per server stayed roughly the same. This is kind of unusual data. I'm not sure what this is supposed to tell us here. Hang on, guys. All right. So yeah, our win rates are basically the same as they were last season. Emperor and Legend. Okay. The number of fights you needed to end bronze versus the number of fights that you needed. Average fights at this win rate. Again, I'm not sure what this data is showing us. The average Emperor player needed a 53% win rate across 1,000 fights versus about the same as last season. So, yeah, the metrics of fighting is about the same. Overall thoughts. Okay, here we go, guys. The Pursuit season marked the second season featuring the band protection system and saw a rise in the number of new meta centered around the new boss hero, Harsetti. Despite the season being shortened by 1 week, the total number of matches held in the Champion League and above increased by approximately 8% compared to previous season. We salute the effort of all heirs who lit up the battlefield with more intense competition than ever. Looking back on the overall Pursuit season, the influences of heroes like Sea Phantom Politis and Knockwall remained strong, but showed a decline compared to previous seasons. Yeah, because they came out with more broken units to use in place of those units, of course. This shift was likely due to the introduction of Harsetti and Empyrean Ilanov, what I just said, at the start of the season. Harsetti played a central role in shaping the season's meta by countering high-speed heroes while enabling a strategic use of diversity of ranges of heroes. What? I'm not sure I believe this last sentence. Because I'm not sure the heroes that you picked with Harsetti are any different than the heroes you picked normally. You just picked Harsetti to basically take skill out of the fight and make it a 50-50 chance to win. That's why she has a 70% pre-ban rate. Where's the win rate? But a 50% win rate. On the nose. On the nose. Holy shit, guys. Look at this. 50.0% win rate. It's crazy that a unit that is a skill neutralizer that makes the winning of the fight a 50% coin flip chance to win has an exactly a 50.0% coin flip chance to win fights. That's the most amazing metric I think I've ever seen. So yeah. I think this is tone deaf. I think she does not enable a strategic use of a diverse range of heroes. She enables you to pick one unit, flip a coin, and see if you win, and you still pick the same heroes that you would normally pick in a fight. That's a lie. Empyrean Ulanov also demonstrated remarkable strength in various situations, the various situations being you first pick her, unless you first pick Flan. With her pre-ban and first pick rates rising as the seasons progressed, as people realized how incredibly broken she was. Additionally, immortal heroes like Bloodblade Corinne and Inheritor Amiki were highly favored. BBK more than Amiki, but Amiki was pretty good. While older heroes such as Mort and Designer Lilibet and Last Rare Crowd made a comeback, they had buffs. So it's kind of hard to say that they made comebacks more than that they were buffed into the meta. Because the buffs to LRK, Designer Lilibet, and especially to Mort were extremely meta-centric buffs. Finally, the stellar performance of Afternoon Soak Plan, the most popular pick amongst heirs, perfectly encapsulated the excitement of the season. Jesus fucking Christ. Perfectly encapsulated the excitement of the season. Pick a limited unit. Make sure you pull the limited unit and gear the limited unit, and you can have an exciting season. If you don't buy the thing that we're selling, you don't get to be a part of the excitement that this unit encapsulated this season. Nah, fam. I'm sorry. In summary, while the impact of new heroes stood out of the season, existing heroes also show versatile uses, especially around Harsetti, contributing to the evolving meta through balance patches and other adjustments. However, we recognize concerns regarding the high metrics of certain heroes and are actively working to address this issue. With heirs' feedback in mind, our goal is to minimize unbalanced combat experiences and ensure that strategic choices are made by heirs, remaining meaningful in various combat situations. Furthermore, we will carefully monitor the pace of changes to avoid making adjustments too rapidly during this progress. God forbid you do anything rapidly. Next, we'd like to discuss the ban protection system. Here we go. As the second season utilizing this system came to an end, we are closely observing and analyzing the changes it has brought to gameplay. However, we intend to proceed cautiously when considering whether to remove or significantly modify the current system. That's what they said last season when 80% of the player base said they wanted it gone. 80% of the player base said remove ban protection or leave it in place only for champs and below. It was like 75% said get rid of it, and then another 5% said get rid of it for everybody champs and above. Let challenger and below keep it. The reason for this approach is as follows. First, the ban protection system makes it easier to build team compositions around specific core heroes, leading to more highly refined team types. Yeah, because everybody loves playing against BBK and 4 initiators. Everybody loves playing against... Did any of you guys run across the guy that was playing Elvira on 3rd pick and then 4 books? And then he just let the timer run all the way out on all of his fights, and when his immortality was almost done, he would soul burn Elvira and put the immortality back up? Yeah, that exists. And that's an Emperor strategy, guys. You can take that and run it all the way to Emperor, because literally the person will have to top right out of the 30-minute long patch, or 30-minute long fight, or you both take the L. Yeah. That's actually out there because of 3rd pick ban protection. 3rd pick ban protect Harsetti is the reason Harsetti is 70% ban rate. It is such a backwards negative impacting system. Nobody north of champions likes 3rd pick ban protection or finds value in it. I'm sure a handful of people out there do, right? There's a handful of people that thought Flan's buffs were nerfs. So yeah, they do exist, right? There's one in every crowd. But the majority of the community said we hated this system. Anyway, enough of that rant. This particularly benefits new heirs participating in World Arena for the first time. I agree. It should be in place for low elos. Let us keep ban protection for masters and below, or challenger and below. But get rid of it for champs and above, as it's damaging and it makes tournaments less engaging, less fun to watch, and it kills diversity at higher elos. As it helps them adapt to the game more quickly. Additionally, under the current ban pick system, bans occur after all picks are finalized, which makes it more challenging for counter heroes to function effectively during the ban pick process. Right, there are certain things you just can't counter, leading to certain meta comps, which means RTA is stale and boring. That's not a positive. That's not the positive you think it is, Smilegate. Team compositions heavily rely on specific heroes, may also face higher than expected risks, except that they don't. The ban protection system helps address these challenges, except it doesn't. Therefore, we will retain the ban protection system for the next season, because we know better than 80% of the people who play RTA. Because Smilegate, you think you want it. You think that this is what you want, but you don't. You think you don't like it, but really you do. You see, you think you know what's best for the thing that you engage with thousands of times a day, but you don't know what you're really talking about. We know what we're talking about, and we know that this thing that you say that you hate, you really love, and if you just give it another half a year, you'll agree with us that you love the thing that you've been hating for the past over a year. Well, not over a year, but close to a year. However, we will continue to gather feedback through various channels and closely monitor game impact. No, you won't. No, you won't. Stop lying. I've always been very understanding, Smilegate. I've always been very, to the point where people have called me a shill and a white knight. I've always had your back on a lot of this stuff, because a lot of things happen behind the scenes that the players don't understand. But this is not okay. It is not okay to say that you have heard what we say about our issues with ban protection, and you're going to communicate with us and come up with ways to make it better, and you're going to engage with ideas and talk with the community back and forth on it. And 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 months go by. Maybe it was 4 months, but several months go by, and there is zero communication. And then you come out and say, we've decided, in spite of the thing that you say you hate, we think you actually don't like, or do like it. We think you're actually wrong, and that we know better than you, but we're going to continue to gather your feedback. You know what? If you gather feedback like this, feedback. I gathered the feedback. That's not gathering feedback. That's ignoring feedback. And it's not okay that you are gathering feedback with zero communication. You cannot strive to ensure heirs a more enjoyable experience if you're going to ignore feedback. I appreciate the sentiment that you're going to gather feedback, that you're going to communicate with us. But so far, it's just been lip service, okay? I am very much a actions speak louder than words kind of guy. And right now, Your words don't mean shit when they're the opposite of your actions. This is a huge, huge problem, Smilegate, and the community is very, very over it. Okay? If you're going to closely monitor and gather feedback, it needs to be more than listening to the 4 or 5 gold players who post negative comments in Stove. It needs to be actively engaging with the community and open discussion on what you're planning on doing and why you're planning on doing things. Not waiting 6 months and then just saying, we heard what you have to say, but we think you're wrong, but we're still listening. Because it doesn't feel like listening when the entire community says left and you guys go right. The upcoming season marks the first season of 2025, titled the 2025 Spring Season. We are working on various improvements to address inconveniences experienced during World Arena matches and are preparing systems to ensure a smoother World Arena experience to all of our airs. We kindly ask for your continued interest in Epic 7 in the new year, and we wish you best of luck in the World Arena. I will not be participating. I will, in the last week, I'll get my master's frame and that's it, but I'm voting with my feet. I'm done with this. I'm done with a backwards system that tells us that we don't know what we're talking about, that celebrates units that are bad for the game, and that is basically centered around saying, hey, what we have noticed here is all of the units that we sold you recently. Afternoon Soak Flan, Dragonbright Senya, Bloodblade, not Bloodblade Corinne, but Death Dealer Raid, Designer a little bit, Empyrean Ilanov, Afternoon Soak Flan, Harsetti. All the units that we sold during the season are the units you have to have during the season. That's not improved diversity. If improved diversity is just diversity amongst the units that we sold, that's not improved diversity. That is improved marketing, which I get it. That's a whole thing, but it can't be at the expense of the playability of the system.
Like and subscribe to TristenWulf. Let's make Smilegate great again.
Well, I'm sure the comments about this are very, very positive and upbeat. Therefore, we will retain the ban system for... Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable that the majority, the vast majority of the community said this needs to go for champs and above, or it just needs to go entirely, and that they actively, to our face, said, you think you want this thing, but you don't. Keeping ban protection truly a sad decision. Agree. Whoever made Harsetti should be fired. She legit has a 70% ban rate, not because she is strong, it's because not a single person wants to fight her horribly designed S2, which doesn't fit in the game. If you want to design an esports game, the phrase, this unit is a skill this unit is a skill equalizer, should never come from your mouth. And that is legitimately a phrase that I heard from a Smilegate employee. Is legitimately a phrase I heard from a Smilegate employee, is that Harsetti, one of the pros about Harsetti is she's a skill equalizer. Why would you ever want a skill equalizer in a competitive sport? Why would you ever want to equalize skill? That's the last thing you want to do. The last thing you want to do is say, here's a fight to watch. It's a great tournament. There's no skill involved. And that's why she has a 70% ban rate, is because people want to enjoy a little bit of skill in their RTA. And sure, there's going to be people saying, oh, it's all RNG, it's all 15%, there's no skill. Yeah, there is skill. There's plenty of skill in banning. There's plenty of skill in what units you use, whether or not you hold a skill or use a skill. There's plenty of skill, right? There's plenty of RNG too. And it's kind of like poker, right? You can't say there's no skill in playing poker. Sometimes you get dealt a bad hand and that happens. Sometimes you get 15% and it happens, but there is skill. Unless Harsetti is involved, and then all skill goes out the window, and that's why she's always banned. People want their competitive thing to feel competitive. Oh my God. So, what do you guys think? I am pretty gutted by this infographic. This infographic to me shows that Smilegate is very excited that the units that they've sold us recently are heavily leaned on and picked because they made them so broken that you either have them or you don't get to play RTA, that they are proccing really high numbers. All of the units that they say and existing units are doing better, they only are saying that about units that recently got buffed, like Mort, like Designer Lilibet, like LRK. So it's not like existing units got better, it's just ones that we buffed recently got better. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. I'm really, really angry that third pick ban protection is not going to get modified, adjusted, or even touched. That they said that they would communicate with us and come up with changes, and that they don't. And that after they said, we're not going to change anything even after all you said it, that they had the stones to come right out and lie to our faces by saying we're going to continue to gather feedback. That washes all over me, guys. So I'm pretty upset about it. Smilegate needs to knock it out of the park next week. We're going to have a meeting this Thursday with Smilegate. We're going to have a open phone call discussion. Myself and several other content creators. We're gonna sit down with Smilegate North America. We're going to discuss a lot of these issues. Bring up a lot of comments. Please jump into my Discord and shoot me some DMs on things you would like brought up. Don't waste my time with things like tell them to add a penguin slider or add an RTA shop. They already know all that, but genuine concerns, things that you think need to be brought up, I'll talk with them. I'll see if I can get some answers that I can share with the community, and we'll discuss that more. But that meeting is literally tomorrow night, so you got to do it quickly if you want to get that info to me. Link to the Discord will be in the description of this video, and that's it. This is I'm not even an RTA guru. I don't even play it that much. I think I do like 200-300 fights a season, and I'm upset about this. So I can't imagine those guys that do thousands of fights a season, how they're taking this. We'll see. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you guys have a great rest of your week. Holy shit. Tell them to stop the BS with the new Hall of Trials. The new Hall of Trials is about selling new units, as apparently RTA is now about selling new units, guys. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Where in the Discord do you want us to post it? Just shoot me a DM, Slack. Just shoot me a DM. That'll be the easiest way for me to find it. Yeah, we had a road map this time last year, didn't we? I mean, we got this. You could call this a road map, I guess. You know, if this wasn't FCC, I would say that this is a hint of the ML Theater Moonlight Blessing showing up, right? Because Opsig and Alaika are in that, but FCC is on a different Moonlight Theater. It's nice to see Wretched Rose didn't just get like thrown in the Breenus dumpster fire, right? That they actually are progressing into making her a unit. This looks like a balance patch. I don't know. Auden, Teiyu, and Wretched Rose.
Does this look like a balance patch?
Yeah, these three units aren't even out yet, so I don't think it's a balance patch. If they did a balance patch on these three units, that would be huge, because they're probably three of the units that need it the most. What do you guys think? I was busy ranting and raging. I missed what a lot of you guys typed, so sorry if I missed your questions or comments. Go ahead and post it again. Surely Breenus is the Ice Rift headliner. I would love that. I would love that. I still think
surely Breenus is the Ice Rift headliner.
What if, whoops, YouTube gonna ban me. Gotta find a picture of this unit that's not bannable. Holy crap, guys. I know she's a floor boss, but wouldn't it be cool if she was the new ice unit, right? Because she's ice. It's the year of the snake. For Lunar New Year, it's like the perfect storm, right? Year of the Blue Snake. My wallet would explode if this was the next unit, guys. It would be so good. It'd be so good for the game. There's no way it's gonna happen, right? But it would be so good. It punches all the buttons. By the way, don't Google Alicia of the Ice while you're at work. Most of those pictures are not safe for work. This is how not safe for work some of those pictures were. I had to do a I did a video for her. Where is it here? I did a video for her on YouTube a few years back for the Kiss of Frost event, and I had to do this because YouTube kept demonetizing my videos for nudity. So this is how I kept them from demonetizing me for nudity.
I would love a wyvern as a unit in GL.
Yeah, I mean that's the one big thing against it, right? Is she's a floor boss, she's a stage boss, and that they've never done a unit for that before. But who knows? Maybe it could happen. That would be pretty cool. I would really like Alicia to be the Rift boss, but Brenus would also be hilarious too. I'm actually about to miss out on the New Year's Skystones because instead... Oh, thanks for reminding me. I need to get that. Let me see. That's under events, right? No, not this events. It's under the special events. That is special events. Secret. 14-day check-in. Make sure you guys... Not this one. Good list, secret. The fuck is it? I guess it's normal events. Ah, here it is, check-in event. Make sure you guys are doing this. So you get your 1,000 Skystones on day 7. You know, even if you just started today, as long as you get in every day, you'll still make it in time. But don't miss out on a friggin' 1,000 Skystones. Ooh, piece of candy. How many bookmarks do I have? We're in good shape on bookmarks. We are in the shitter on Mystic Metals, but I don't think I'm worried about not pulling Teiyu. You removed young Senya from Hall of Trials. Did you use Blaze Dingo, Luziel? I bet you did. Nice! 420 Dingo domination. I love it. I love it. It took forever, didn't it? How long did you spend in the fight to do this? There's no infinite loop now. At least there's that. I'll try to dissect this team and figure it out. But I love that you got an answer that doesn't involve using Senya. Not a lot of you guys pulled Fenris. So I am told there's a way to do this with this guy. Let's try it with just his normal loadout on, and then we'll optimize him for damage and see what happens. Katie's RNG cost you 5 hours of testing. Oh my god, Illusial. They should still work, ducking. They haven't changed anything, but I am looking to see if we can replace Fenris with Wukong. I'm pretty sure he can be a full clear variant of this, because this should hit really hard. It's on only 90k, but he's not built for damage. I think we build him for damage. He can hit a lot harder. And most people have Wukong. A lot of people skipped Fenris. So I want to give people an option that's not Fenris. You're at 15 till pity, skipping Hua Young. I hope it works out for you, man. Is Gala a solid pick here? I think with her skills off, she can work. She's probably not as much damage, but we'll try her next. Why skills off? Because her S3 is not going to do very much damage. You want the healing off of her S1. Well, we can try it. We'll try it both ways, ducking. We'll see. Okay, so this should work. We're not quite halfway. If I put like actual DPS gear on him, this should work fine. We're going to get to about maybe like 1.3, 1.4 million before this ends. Should we get the next ML5 trailer next week? Okay, so we'll have 3 weeks of downtime with Auden, right? And then ML Teu most likely will release. I would not pull on Teu until he's tested, until you see whether or not he's good. No, like, there's nothing on this, right, Daedalus? This is not optimized for this at all. I just took my standard RTA, as if anybody uses this guy for RTA. My standard RTA Wukong in. That's not entirely true. I hear some people up at Legend do a lot of things with Wukong and RTA, but I just wanted to see how well he would do without any changes at all. It looks like maybe about 1.3 million. I hope Teu's bad because I don't like him. This is pretty good. I mean, I was dead on with the 1.3 skill, right? Should I re-gear Wukong now for RTA? I have not had any success with him in RTA, but whenever I say he's not usable, somebody always pops up and says Legend players are using him like crazy, so I don't know. Maybe. Ah, 1.4. That's not bad for, like, not having a DPS artifact on or anything. Let's see. What if, we just put a jank Destro set on him? give him, I don't know, like Our Beautiful Booba or something, right? I've needed somebody to replace Sid on my team. I think this is going to be it. If you got this unit, not GLX. Oh, new play. It was a free artifact a while back. It's not out there anymore. Just use any damage boosting artifact on them. Excuse me. Use it's the same as the strawberry cake artifact. Would I recommend subletting Biblis? I would not. There's only one real use for Biblis right now, and that's once a month to be able to full auto Nightmare Queen, and if you really want to do that, great. Otherwise, I would save the bookmarks for what's coming. A collab is coming, a new Rift unit is coming, a Lunar New Year limited unit is coming, a Laya rerun is coming. You got a lot of things you want to spend your bookmarks on that are way higher value than a once a month usage Biblis when there's a dozen other options for Biblis. Or, sorry, a dozen other options for that one usage. Which collab? Your guess is as good as mine, Grader. The fabled collab that's been coming for like half a year now. Nope. You're preaching to the choir, Shio. You're preaching to the choir. Believe you me, that's something I'm going to bring up in tomorrow's meeting. That's like, don't tell us to get the community excited about something and then have months go by and nothing happens. I still think they had a collab and that it fell through. That's my assumption. Guys, look at Wukong go, man. He's doing some damage here. This is a full clear. This is easily a full clear. If Tam doesn't die, Tam died. It's not a full clear anymore because Tam died. The one thing I hope that it's not is I hope it's not a collab with CZN, and the reason that the collab hasn't happened is because CZN got delayed. I think it would be a very good idea for them to collab with CZN. I think it's a necessary thing that they do. But I think we need a real collab between now and a CZN collab, right? We need a good anime collab. Ooh, watch how hard this hits, guys. Damn, 2.1 million or 212,000 damage. That's pretty good. I think we need a good collab, like a Jujutsu Kaisen or something good, and then a CZN collab. I think if they do a CZN collab first, I think there's going to be a lot of blowback from it. Is it enough? Is it enough? Is enough, guys. Oh, somebody else came in and did a little teeny 15k damage to him. But yeah, especially if Tam didn't take a dirt nap there, this works. And that's really freaking mid-gear on that Wukong, right? I mean, that's just what was lying around. You can make a much better Wukong than this. CZN Chaos Zero Nightmare. It's Smilegate's new game that was supposed to come out in December and got delayed. Nah, it's really not that chibi, man. Everybody says that, but
System へのアクセス承認中。セキュリティレベル1。ようこそ、ファースト。定期報告を始めます。私たちは故郷を失いました。カオスによって地球が壊滅したためです。36時間。謎の黒い霧に包まれた人類はわずか36時間で全ての抵抗を諦め地球を捨て去りました。第15次救出作戦終了します。しかし未知をゼロに返すためのカオスゼロプロジェクト、そのテクノロジーでカオスさえも征服した人類はさらなる進歩を遂げることができました。作戦は失敗です。原初の存在アダムより現在に至るまで人類に受け継がれてきた祝福、忘却、私たちの精神を構成しているのはただの物質に過ぎないということが判明された今日、エゴの崩壊はもはやカオス開拓を止められる危険要因ではありません。神から忘却という名の祝福を受けた人類こそ決して傷つかず死なず副作用に苛まれることなく、この宇宙で唯一任務を完遂できる存在なのです。
The game looks really good, John. It does.
何回繰り返しても得意点はなくならない。だったらこんな行為に意味なんてないのに。
悪夢を繰り返してでもゼロから
The story is giga dark. The animations look great. I think it looks really good.
以上定期報告を終わります。
So this is where our E7 content went. Actually, no. It's a completely different team. They all work over at Super Creative, but the people that work on the game are completely different employees. It's written in a completely different code. It's not using the Una engine, so there's not a single person that works on CZN who also works on Epic 7 or vice versa. They even have different janitors, right? That's what they tell me. I think that's what we just watched. I think this is the actual video of the game with gameplay. So this right here, I think, is the spot where everybody saw it and tapped out, right? Because this looks very chibi, but the gameplay itself isn't. It does have some chibi aspect to it, but I mean, look how little it is, right? Whenever you use the units, they're fully animated with full animated cutscenes. The chibi even the chibi sprites aren't like full-on awful chibi. So I don't know, I have less of a problem with it than a lot of people do. But it is a card-style turn-based game, so that has to be your jam. Loki, how can you not like it when it's got Kron in it? Tell me that's not Kron, guys. Part of why I think there might be a collab with this game is because Kron's freaking in it. But it's dark, man. It's dark and fucking heavy. Want you guys to watch as this child's head gets bitten off here. This other young character gets grabbed and crushed with not even like fake animated blood. Just holy shit. So yeah, I'm legitimately looking forward to this. I want to see what it's about. And if they delayed it to make it better, then I'm all for the delay. I'm okay with games getting delayed rather than being released in a shit state. So we'll see. We'll see how it is. We'll definitely try it out when it comes out. I'm skeptical mostly because it's a card-style combat game, and those usually aren't my jams. Holy shit. BBK grew up. Oh, and the cards that are in the game, when you hover over the cards in the game are animated, which is pretty cool. Like for all of the units in the game, when you use the cards, they're animated. A lot of nice little touches to it. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We wanted to try Gala here, right? Good enough. Okay, let's see how hard this S3 hits. Well, once she gets a turn. Okay, target and defense break. $42K damage. Now let's turn our S3 off. She just ain't it, man. Now, I mean, given she's not Mola and she's level 50, but still, it shouldn't be like 10% of what Wukong was doing. I've not had a lot of luck with Gala in Expedition. I think you may as well just use Sid. I've made a couple of Nightmare Auto Labs live on stream. Can I cut those into separate videos when you have time? Yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem. I am RAM is probably the third best option, I think, for doing this. I think RAM's a solid number 3. I think Fenris is the best. I think Wukong's a solid number 2. Then RAM for number 3. Then you can probably run Sid or Gala for your 4th and 5th slots. Yeah, I'm skeptical too, Loki, probably for different reasons, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm actually going to have to wrap things up here because I gotta do an expo video. I've got Hall of Trials to bang out. I've got so much crap on my plate. Getting sick right at the beginning of the month was not good for content, so I've got a lot of catching up to do, and I've got to be able to work that into my normal work, because being off work sick for a couple of days means that's piled up, and I got to schedule it around this meeting with Smilegate tomorrow, so yay, that'll be fun. I don't know what it was about Reverse 1999 that I didn't like, but something about it didn't grab me. Yeah, CZN is not PvP focused. That's potentially an issue. I think the chibi is not as big of a deal as people are making it out to be. It's really it's not a chibi game like a lot of games are chibi games. It does have some of that element to it, but I don't know. I think that's something that is more propaganda than reality. I think people actually look at it, it's not going to be as invasive as you think. Because I bloody freaking hate chibi in games, and it doesn't bother me that much, so. That's less of what I'm asking them for and more of what I'm asking them to do, but yeah, we all do. You know, several of us talking to them. It's not just a one-on-one, so, you know, we need to make it not be a 5-hour meeting. We usually talk for a couple of hours, but we try to do this once a month. We didn't have one last month, but hopefully we get some answers. So 1.2 million, this is a respectable score, so you can totally use Gala. But Wukong and Fenris and Ram still seem to be the best, most consistent for full clears. Alright guys. You heard CZN, so I joined the stream. Tell them it's okay that there's some chibi-like elements to it and that it's not like in-your-face chibi non-stop, Sue. That's some physics. Yeah, exactly, Sue. Alright, guys. Sue, are you getting ready to go live? Because this I'll raid into you because we are wrapping it up. I got very angry over Smilegate's post, so I need to calm down, grab a beer, dust off. Try to find my inner zen. 20 minutes, sure. I'll do a little RTA, or a little RTA. I'll do a little arena, but be fast, man. Make it a fast 20 minutes. Yeah. Get it going, man. I'll find something to do. Hey, thank you much, anime enthusiast. I'm feeling a lot better. A lot better. What E7 post am I talking about? The infographic where they fed us more bullshit and told us that we were all wrong for feeling a certain way and that they know better than us. I'll put a video up about it. Bam. Hey, thank you for the sub, Dark Lord Odin. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Feed one into here. I love this team. Loki, thanks for this team, man. This team has been great. It makes me happy. Getting to use Mort in a effective way has been the salve that my soul has needed. Any thoughts on them not adding Auden to the Auden quests? We can't dupe her. It kind of surprises me that they're not offering any avenue for dupes on Auden. I guess it's kind of the same thing they did for Senya. Maybe this is going to be like a new thing for them where you want dupes for this player, you got to use frickin' slates or in this case, meteor shards. Yeah, I'll ask them about it, but I think they might just be enjoying making money off of the banners. But yeah, they should do something. Yeah, I mean, it's not like she's limited, right? You will get tons of her. How many people are upset that they don't have a triple S 4-star unit right now? You'll eventually get enough. I mean, to be fair, well, if they you mean if they don't let you imprint Wretched Rose with other roses? Could be. Will Wretched Rose be the first unit we've had where the alternate element version isn't limited? I guess Auden will be technically, but Auden's weird because she's a free unit. Bam! Calm down, Mort. Wretched Rose, she'll be light, right. But I'm just saying, usually, because Dark Rose is dark. If Wretched Rose is dark, then she'll definitely not be imprintable. Same thing that happened with Green Senya. Oh, you're right, Sid has two. Good call, Shio. Forgot all about Mr. Sid. Oh my god, this Mort's just popping off. Lamo. Bam. Can't dodge a giant axe. Do we have any info on when Wretched Rose is coming? No. In fact, I would have said that she's not coming if it wasn't for that little infographic, or it wasn't for that little trailer that Smaggot put out showing her. I thought she was getting the Breenus treatment, where she was legitimately just not going to be released. I would assume after MLTU, likely. Missed the trailer? Let me see if I can find it for you. for you. One for you, because you're usually very tanky. And everyone's dead. Huh, I can't find it. Well, if anybody has a link for it, let me know. But basically, we're talking about... It was a little animated short that showed off these units. And this one right here on the bottom, that's Wretched Rose. So we got Teiyu here, but looks a little different. So obviously ML Teiyu. Theoretically the next ML5 unit. We got Fallen Cecilia, Operator Sigrid, and Architect Leica, which a lot of people are coping that these are going to be the next 3 on the balance patch, which would be nice because they are definitely the 3 that need it the most. Of all, they're the bottom of the bottom tier for the balance patch. Especially OpSig. So, balance patch should be announced at the end of the month. And then we got the new kid Auden over here. And then there's Wretched Rose over here, which makes me think she's not getting the Brenus treatment, that she's actually is going to be a unit after all. That background? I don't know. Probably has to do with the story, the Moonlight Theater story. Slow, slow. Slow, slow. I think we can mort this too. I mean, we should just cleave this. We should just cleave this, but Gunther sounds like more fun. What do you guys think? We should cleave this. Jesus Christ, Mort. 100%. 100% counter rate on the right side. Brenus is going to be the next panic button trust. Most people don't like Brenus, so I don't know if you're right on that. Bam. I think that's enough to kill her. I think it is. Bam. As long as this kills Destina, we're good. They don't like Brenus. She didn't test well. Part of why she never really became a unit is she just wasn't that popular. Damn. Oh, shit. That worked too well. Let's try this. Get your glass of water fast, man. I'm running out of flags. Let me see. I don't need... Do I need to burn? How far back is Lilius? 50, 60, 77. It's going to be close. It's a 25% push. What am I talking about? So that's like 82. Okay, so she'll definitely cut. So I don't need to burn this S3. I can just do a raw one. And we will take a chunk out of, I think, out of Mort. Then you push Lilius to the front. Was close. Burn. You can hold one. Bam. You can hold one. Bam. Give an extra one to Mort. Bam. Victorious flag, Mort. Barriers for everybody. Provoke the Mort. Kill everything. Oh, they're shredded. It's too good. It's too good. Tomorrow, ask them about lab revamp on the list. Background battles for expeditions. They're aware. No need to ask them about that. Fast dailies. What do you mean fast dailies? Arena revamp. I will go up their asses about arena. GVG revamp. They're aware. I'm just not sure they care about GVG anymore. But what do you mean fast dailies? When did you do the Survey Monkey video, or Survey Monkey about third pick band protection? About 6 months ago. And it was about 70% of people wanted it gone, and 10% more wanted it gone for champ and above, but challenger and below to keep it. And that's the category I was in. Is let the people who struggle with RTA, who need to have the diversity, have it. But once you get champ and above, get rid of it. 80%. And Smogate basically said, you think you want this, but you don't. And that pisses me off. Blam! Yo! That Mort straight up crit my Lilius. Well, I can't risk another freaking soul burn, so we just got our S3 now and kill everything. If they could do faster battles on Rift, that would be great. I mean, we don't even have the new Rift out, so we'll have to see what it has in store for us. Look away, everybody. You don't want to see this. Just don't watch. Oh. We just straight up hit that child with an axe. If they could do fast battles on Rift, that would be great. Yeah, it would be nice to let us quick battle Rift. It'd be nice to let us quick battle Expos too. Do you think ban protection was well received in South Korea, so that's why they're keeping it? No, I don't think it was. I think the majority of people above champs don't like it. But I think they found that ban protection allowed them to make the units that they sold recently way more marketable, so they're keeping it. And that's a problem to me. And that's one of the big things I'm going to go up their butts about is that they're playing towards marketing over having the game be over the longevity of the game. Bam! Back under the ocean. Sue's live. Thank you, Monster. We'll go over there in just a minute. Let me burn the rest of these flags. Oh, look at Mr. McSpeedy over here. It wouldn't be enough. We wouldn't be able to catch up. That team will eat us alive. And a couple of BBKs. Okay. Just Luna this one. Limiting pre-ban sells units as well. Yeah. Whoa! That's a fast Sea Phantom. Get him, Ludwig. Beautiful. Honestly, I like the arena meta more now than I used to. It's a lot easier to handle now. It gives me a lot more diverse answers, and it lets me use some fun units. But, you know, and it's pretty easy to maintain a win streak now. But it doesn't address the bigger overlying issue of only, what, 17 people? Oh, 15 people. Only 15 people are allowed to play Arena this season competitively. 16 thinks he has a shot at being Legend someday, but he doesn't. And that's bullshit. That they made the entire system center around only letting 15 people into the top 1,000 ranking. Only 15 people are allowed in. What happened to... Was it removed? What happened to Emp? Oh, no, it's just the instant you get to Emperor, all the Legend people spam attack you and knock you out of Emperor, and you can't attack them back because you can't see them. You can only do your 2 revenges, but they will spam attack you. So it's impossible to climb up because you can't pull them down. All you can do is get there and try to get up to Legend by beating the people in Champs, while the people in Legend are beating you, and you can't hit them back. Because that's the way they've set the system up this time around, and that's why you only have a handful of people in Legend. They're the same people that got there the first couple of weeks, and now everyone else isn't allowed to be there. It's like a new style of camping, so to speak, but it's completely because of the way Smilegate set up the punitive rules to deal with bloat. To deal with bloat, they made it impossible to climb. See, there's no more bloat. You just can't climb. The entire community said, here is how you fix Arena. You're so close to touching perfection. Arena is perfect if you just make this one change. And instead, Smilegate said, you know, instead of making that one change, how about we double down on all of the things that you said were bad? And here we are. And that's why there's nobody playing Arena anymore. As I sit here playing Arena. There's nobody playing Arena competitively. There's just people like me farting around and having fun. Getting your dailies done. And it's sad because it was somewhat of a fun game mode for a while there. I enjoyed doing Sunday night Arena pushes with everybody. Calm down, Mort. She's just a child. Calm down, Mort. Holy shit. Why doesn't Hoochie stay in the shop to sell? Yeah, we've been talking about that for a long ass time. Bam. Yeah, why do you have to go all the way into the labyrinth to get to Hoochie? They changed it for Arena, right? They changed it for Arena so that you could, instead of going in and not Arena, Abyss. So that you, instead of going in and cleansing the Abyss, it was just right there. And that would be perfect, right? Put Hoochie in the freaking pack shop section, so when you go to Hoochie to get your charms, you can see the banners for the things they're marketing, right? That everybody's happy. What's up, Chalky? How you doing, buddy? The Harsetti, Mort, Senya, see Phantom Poly. Harsetti, Mort, Senya, see Poly. Wreck me every time. Have you tried this team out, Harles? Because this team works really good into that team. Ah, fuck my win rate. Let's find one for you. Use this last one in too. Let me see. We need C Phantom Poly, right? No CPP there. Ah, this one, right? This is the team that steals your lunch money every time? Okay, just make sure you don't touch the child. Touch the child, you die. You got to hit Mort first. Because without Ilanov on the field, this will take 30% of Mort's health in one hit. Totally worth. Then you got to burn that. You got to burn it to push Frida up. So make sure you've got a book on your Zeo. Then Frida S3, and that'll push everybody up. Sometimes Gunther goes first. Sometimes he doesn't. But let's soften up Harsetti here with an S3. Blammo. Calm down, Mort. Holy shit, if that Mort had killed my Gunther, it would have been curtains, because I need Gunther to be alive to send the attack to Lilius. I'm fucked! Holy shit. Freaking Mort. Yeah, it's over. I got no attack now. And this will hit like a kitten. Okay, do over. Stupid RNG. Well, it's not just 20%. There's a speed RNG there too, where Gunther shouldn't go first, but he just did. Blue, Tywin, Rowana, double Ilanov. Ricky, you had my interest, but now you have my attention. Okay, I don't even think I need... You could burn to soften some things up a little bit, but I don't think I need to soften anything up. The defense break. Normally I would S1 burn into this, but I don't think we need to. I think we can just rip them apart. That was a girthy Senya. How much health does that Senya have? 29k health Senya. Damn. But you can see how overkilled everything was. You don't need to build your Gunther as strong as mine. I think an 8k attack Gunther would be sufficient. And most of you can build an 8k attack Gunther. Oh, I'm out of flags anyway. I wanted to find the team and try that double Ilanov team. I'm going to have to try that later. But for those of you who want to see the Gunther, this is him. Just stack attack. It's all that matters. Stack attack. I think as long as you can pull off 8k attack, you'll be able to run this just fine. Run Sigurds on him. The 20% attack boost is worth. If you do not have a Sigurds left over, anything that gives raw attack, right? Probably the next best artifact would be... you know, probably Teyu's artifact, right? Spear of something. Yeah, 17% attack off Sphere. If you got a max Spear, it's the same as Sigurds, and you can put Spear on them and not waste your Sigurds on other units, but otherwise, anything that boosts attack is what you want on him. And on Lilius, you just run a triple torrent set. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't have a lot of torrent gear. I can't run triple torrent. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Let me tell you. All you need to do is get to 350 crit damage. So find any torrent piece that's got crit damage on it, and you're most of the way there. She only needs 50% crit chance, and she doesn't need any attack. So literally just find 6 pieces of torrent gear that give you 50% crit chance and 350 crit damage, and she is done. Was this Team Grass Angel's idea? No, this team was Loki's idea. Me and Loki demoed it for a couple of weeks. Grass Angel saw it and made a video about it. And didn't credit Loki with it. Now, we've been using this team for a couple of months now. How would you feel if they stopped making specialty changes to make 5-star versions of old 3-stars instead? That would make money for... I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about that. You're making a bunch of... I mean, they would have to not allow you to imprint. I think there's no reason to. Besides, someday we want to specialty change Gunther, right? Alright, guys. It's been fun. I'm going to raid you on over to Sue. He is doing an RTA challenge with only a few hours left in the day, I think, to try to get to Masters with Xeno. Because I think of all people, Loki told him that you can't do it with Xeno, so he's trying to climb RTA with Xeno. Thanks all for being here. I will try to be streaming a little more consistent now that I'm no longer sick as a dog. And I will catch you guys next time. Take care, everybody. I need back that chatty. Got that.
Hey, Tristen, thank you for the raid. What's going on, Wolfpack? How you guys all doing? Where's the Xeno? We're working on it, bro. Surprise, right? Not really. But you didn't see that comment. Hey, speaking facts, thank you for the follow. Great name, by the way. Yeah, no, we're gonna play this. We're playing this today.